Happy transfer deadline day. If you are a Chelsea fan, it's probably our favourite time of the year when we do business. And it is the last day. Obviously, it's the last day of transfers and Chelsea are not finished. So in this video, we are going to just run on all the latest deals that's happened over the last couple of days. And we are in for a very specific player and a striker that we are in for. And we are going to be making one more signing before this transfer window closes, if it does happen, but one more signing and we're going to talk about it in this video. What's up, guys? It's your boy Simon here and welcome back to SciGTV Talks Football, and we are going to be discussing all the latest news and transfer news in regarding Chelsea Football Club because there are some players coming in and there are some players definitely leaving out, and there might be some more players leaving in, but I'm going to give you my opinion, but also as well, I want you guys to tell me, are you happy with Chelsea's business? Are you quite content? Are you absolutely devastated that we're making poor choices in terms of the transfers? I hope not. But let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if it is the first time you're here. We are doing watch-alongs. This is going to be the home of Chelsea watch-alongs as well. So if you do want to stay with us and watch some of the watch-alongs, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So let's divulge into the latest transfer news. Okay, so the first big one coming out the gate is I'm on the fence with Conor Gallagher, if I'm honest with you. I do feel that if we're going to sell him, we should have sold him earlier on in the window. And for me personally, kept Ruben Loftus-Cheek because I preferred Ruben Loftus-Cheek over Conor Gallagher. But Conor Gallagher, I think he's more of an attacking midfielder, but he's playing in a more deeper role. But now we've got cover for that. Now we've got Cancelo and Lavia who are going to be covering those deep line playmaker or central defensive midfielder, if you will. But I think Conor Gallagher is now becoming surplus to requirements. I personally want him to stay only for the fact that we need some homegrown talent in the squad. But apparently, Tottenham want Conor Gallagher. Now, rumour has it that he could possibly go for a minimum of 45 million. I've seen reports that he possibly could go for 70, which I feel like Tottenham bidding 70 mil for a player in the Premier League, giving money to a rival. I don't know how true that is. But I sit on the fence with this one because I don't feel like I've come out and said I don't think Conor Gallagher suits the style Chelsea's playing. I believe Conor Gallagher, I feel like my club, I love Chelsea, but I feel like the way we want to play and Conor Gallagher's style, it doesn't mesh together. I do feel like we're holding him back. I do feel that we haven't got the Conor Gallagher that was at Crystal Palace. And I do feel like him being at Chelsea is holding him back. If he does go, I'll be gutted to see him leave, but at the same time happy because obviously we've got players to fulfill that role. But at the same time, if he stays, again, it keeps the fact that we've got some homegrown talent to look up to, homegrown talent to nurture, to develop as well. And it could be, I mean, we are looking now, as I don't know, Chelsea fans are saying now that we are looking for a new Frank Lampard. We thought it was Mason Mount, but it's not. We were looking at Conor Gallagher. So if he stays, I'll be happy. If he leaves, I'll be somewhat happy. But I think we should get some good money for him. Now, speaking of being happy, I'm sad because I wanted Cucurella to go. I'm not a Cucurella fan. I'll be dead honest with you guys. I ain't a Cucurella fan. He's come out. There's no reports on it recently, but he came out a couple of years ago saying that he wants to go back to Spain. You've just signed for Chelsea, bro, and you're talking about going back to Spain. So when I hear that Man United could be taking Cucurella, I was like, do you know what? I don't want him to go to a rival, but at the same time, I don't want him in the squad. But Man United want him on a loan, so I'm like, I'm not too fond of loans in the Premier League, if I'm honest with you. So the deal is off. All right, it appears that Mudryk is back in training. You're probably thinking, why are we talking about Mudryk? Now, apparently, and I'm going to say this in the strongest possible term, apparently, we are looking to get rid of Mudryk. Now, he is back in training. He hasn't got off to the best of starts. We've paid a lot of money for Mudryk, but there are multiple, I would say, unreliable sources that are saying that Chelsea could be looking to offload Mudryk. If he does go somewhere on loan, right, I feel like that's a bad move. I'm not Mudryk's biggest fan, but at the same time, he is an exceptional talent. I feel like once he gets confident, once he gets a bit of consistency in the first team, he's going to be such an explosive player. He gives me, when he does get going, he does give me somewhat Hazard vibes, all right? He can get to that level. He's not like Hazard, but he's explosive. He's an explosive winger, and I feel like if he gets a good run in the team, I do feel that he could be very, very important for Chelsea. So if he does leave, whether on loan or transfer, I don't feel like it's a good move. I feel like financially will be at a loss. I feel like that we'll be taking a somewhat of a little bit of a step backwards. Yes, we do have other players that can play on the left wing as well, but having someone like Mudryk to even bring on as a sub or even someone to start, absolutely fantastic. I still think like his best game was against Liverpool last season. He was cooking when we bought him and he played against Liverpool at Anfield. He was absolutely cooking. So if he does, news unreliable sources saying Mudryk could be leaving. I hope it's not true. I hope the window shuts and he stays, gets back to fitness and works really, really hard to get into the first team. Now, you guys know that when you hear the famous 3 words in football, here we go, you know it is a done deal. All right. You know it's a done deal. It doesn't matter what other sources come out and say whatever, right? You know it's a done deal when you hear the here we go. Callum Hudson-Odoi. I was a big fan of Callum. I think he's a really good talent. All right. I feel like now he's going to be way down the pecking order in terms of getting onto in the first team on the wing. But I do feel like again he's British, young, talented winger. He did go Bayern Leverkusen last season. I'm not too sure how well he did, but now he's back and now we're looking to sell him. Nottingham Forest apparently have agreed a deal for Callum, but sources last night have said that Fulham have made a late attempt. Now, this was last night, all right? So if you're watching this video, this was last night. Fulham made a late bid, but Nottingham Forest got the here we go, all right? So it could be more likely that Callum is going to go Nottingham Forest, but you never know in football, all right? You never ever know. You don't know. I know we like Fabrizio, and when we hear the here we go, you know it's a done deal, right? But sometimes the here we go is not the final straw. Until you see that player either wearing the shirt, no Photoshop, or holding up the shirt, that's when you know it's a done deal, all right? So we're gonna wait and see. We're gonna wait and find out what happens, how it develops. If Callum does go to Nottingham Forest, it is more likely he's going to go to Nottingham Forest, but will Fulham have a say in his transfers? And speaking of Fabrizio, I am delighted with this one. I am delighted. I like Chalobah. I think Chalobah is... I do feel bad for him because he is Tuchel's protege. Tuchel brought him into the team and he started off brilliantly for Chelsea. I think because of him, Tomori had to go. We sold Tomori because Chalobah was just playing brilliantly. Now we've made a number of signings, especially Colwell, who I feel congratulations to Colwell because obviously he's got the England call up. He was actually absolutely balling against Wimbledon. It is just Wimbledon, but I feel like he's very much a ball playing, forward thinking defender. He's athletic, he's strong, and I feel like Chalobah has now fallen down the pecking order, so to speak. So there was rumours that he was going to be leaving. He could be going out on loan. Bayern Munich were sniffing around him. He could be going for about 40 to 50 million euros. Blah 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 blah. But last night the deal is now off. I don't know if negotiations have broken down, that we couldn't agree a fee, or that Chalobah was just determined to stay and fight for his place. I don't know. It could be that he comes back in January and Bayern Munich come back for him. But as you guys know, Tuchel is managing Bayern Munich. So again, that's probably why Bayern Munich want Chalobah anyways. And it is official. Palmer is here. He has signed a new contract. Well, new contract, but he signed a contract with Chelsea. Apparently, I think it's, if my memory serves me right, I think it's 7 years, 7 year contract. Remember back in the day, it was 2 or 3 years, or 4 years at the most. But 7 year contract with the option of an 8th year for Chelsea. He has agreed to fight for his place. He is going to be occupying the right wing position, but also as well, he's going to be acting as the number 10. It'll be interesting to see if we do play. I don't think we will play him this weekend, but I do feel that he will be in the team right up until December because obviously Nkunku is injured. But I'm happy that he is here. We bought him from Man City for about, I think about 40 million with 5 million of add-ons. I'm not too sure what the add-ons are. I hope it's depending on if we win titles or not. But he's here. He's a good talent as well. He's strong. He's an England international, so hopefully he can force his way into the England team after winning the Euros with the under-21s. So it'll be interesting. And obviously him and Madueke, arguably not similar players, but they play together. They both play on the wing. But obviously Palmer can play down the middle at the same time. So he's definitely signed. As you guys can see, he's wearing the kit. So that's when you know it is confirmed. He is Chelsea's player. So, but apparently we've got one more signing to make. Romelu Lukaku signs for Roma on loan with no what's the word, buy-on clause. So obviously once he finishes his loan with Roma, he's back to Chelsea. That part I'm not too happy with, but at the same time I'm happy that one, we don't have Lukaku in the squad no more, in the club for the year. I was a fan of Lukaku, but something has happened over the years. I don't know what's going on, why he spoke out at Chelsea in such a way. And that final signing that Chelsea are going to make is the 18-year-old Antonio Nusa. He is playing for currently Club Bruges. He is a Norwegian. We have a bit of a Norwegian following in my community, but we have a Norwegian forward. He plays for the Norway under 19s. We've bid 25 million for him. Now, apparently, we're gonna buy him, but then loan him back to the club. I don't know I'm kind of guessing what Chelsea are going for. They're trying to build a new future for Chelsea, where we're signing a lot of young players and developing them. So it gives Pochettino a little bit more influence over young players rather than well-established football players in their like 30s who already have their own identity. Ivan Toney. Now, apparently he was looking. Now he did. If you've listened to his podcast that he was on recently, he was talking about possibly going to Arsenal or Liverpool. We're monitoring the situation. Obviously, he's suspended, okay? So we cannot get him now, obviously. But he's going to be eligible in January. Transfer window opens. Chelsea are looking for an additional striker. If we can keep Nicholas Jackson fit, Baroja is working his way back to fitness, we can get another striker in, 3 strikers. Ideally, we need 3 strikers. That could complete our team and we can kick on and hopefully push for major honours and push further up the league as well. Ivan Toney is a proven goal scorer, all right? He's a hard-working striker. He's proven to score goals. Yes, he's had his personal issues off the pitch, but who doesn't? Hopefully, he's seeking the right help, get back to football. And if we can get Ivan Toney in January, it's not like we haven't got the money, but if we can get Ivan Toney in January, I will be absolutely ecstatic because I'm a big fan of him as well. Being that he's English as well, fantastic. We've got a nice English core playing for Chelsea. So there we have it. Those are all the latest transfer news. I will try and keep you guys up to date as much as I can on the channel in regards to all Chelsea news today. Everything that goes on with Chelsea, from transfers, players in, players coming out, anything to do with Chelsea, I'll update you on this channel throughout today. So guys, if you do like this content, as per usual, don't forget to like and subscribe. We are going to be doing watch-alongs and enjoying the Blues, guys, together. So don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, and comment down below what transfer are you happy with? What rumors have you heard that we haven't mentioned in this video? Let me know in the comments down below. And I will see you at the next upload. Come on, you Blues.